Chris Salvador back with some predictions for Breaking Bad Season 5. I'm going to get into some spoilers right now. Basically, Breaking Bad is a great show. It's on Netflix now, so you can see the first 3 seasons. And the 4th season you can find, on iTunes or find it on places like FileCrop or any of those kind of places. You can find some episodes for Season 4. And Season 4 was great. I mean, it started with, here's some spoilers. Gale Boetticher, Gale was killed at the beginning of season, 4 of the episode 1, season 4, episode 1. We found out that he did die, and then we realized that, this whole season of season 4 was about, Gus wanted to kill Walt, so Walt had to retaliate and react by trying to kill Gus. And it all, I did predict the way that Gus would die as I was watching the episode, Face Off. And in Face Off, we saw what happened to Gus. He does get killed by Theo Salamanca, I think that was his name, with the bell bomb. Perfect, very, metaphorical, symbolical, very cool that the bell actually does everything for him, and then that would be the only... Because I was thinking, he can't... Once he rings the bell, the nurse is going to come in, so how would they work around that? And they realized that they diffused the bell to just be the bomb, and that was a cool face-off of Gus. And then, of course, the other spoiler that was read about in the internet was, did Walt poison Brock? And he did. He used the flour and he poisoned him. So here are my predictions for Season 5. Here are the things that can happen in the final 16 episodes of this show. We can have Jesse killing Walt. That could be something that ends the series, that if Walt does die, he gets killed by Jesse because of the poisoning of Brock. That's one prediction. Walt getting arrested by Hank, because now there's all this evidence left over in the lab, and there's Gus's videotapes. He was recording them in the lab, and you can see there was a lot of footage of Jesse and Walt in the lab, and they're connected. So maybe Hank finds out now, after they see the death of Gus and the fire that happened in the laboratory, that it ends with Walt just getting arrested by Hank. Or what else could happen if they want to do this? They could start the season off that Walt gets arrested by Hank, and then subsequent episodes are Walt in prison and him trying to get out, or him running things in prison and setting bail, and then he goes to court, and as he goes to court, he gets off on these charges of being a cook, and it could be that. So that's another prediction. If they want to throw a curveball and not end with, just have all the episodes build up to him arresting Walt, they could have it happen pretty early, a couple episodes in, and then just show that, some cartel or some other, someone else who's selling meth gets Walt off the charges, and then he just sells, and then Jesse kills him, or with the final prediction, Walt gets cancer again, his cancer comes back, and he leaves remission, and he dies. So these are all things that can happen in the final episode of Season 5, and this is basically how I predict it could end. And I think the best idea would be that Walt get cancer and die, because if Jesse kills him, it's predictable that they set that up, that he would shoot him, and then it's kind of like, and if it's cancer, well then it started the way it goes the way it started, that they said cancer would kill him and he dies of cancer, and then in a way it's kind of like that could be it, or who knows where it could go. So those are my predictions for Breaking Bad Season 5.